At some point, you stop taking yourself seriously. Not in an obvious way, not in a way you could point to and say, that's when everything changed. It was quieter than that. It happened in small moments, moments no one else saw. When you said you'd do something and didn't. When you made a plan and ignored it. When you told yourself this time is different and repeated the same pattern anyway. Each time, something inside you shifted. Not your goals, not your dreams, your belief in yourself. Because every time you broke your own word, you taught your brain something. Not consciously, but clearly. I don't mean what I say. And once that message gets repeated enough, it becomes truth. Not because it's real, but because it's proven. Again and again and again. You think your problem is discipline. It's not. You don't trust yourself anymore. That's why everything feels harder. It's not the task, it's the weight behind it. Because when you say, I'm going to start today, there's another voice, quieter but stronger, saying, no, you're not. And you feel that hesitation, that resistance, that lack of urgency. It's not laziness, it's doubt. Doubt built from evidence, your own evidence. You've seen yourself quit too many times, delay too many times, avoid too many times. So now, even when you want to change, a part of you doesn't believe it. And when belief disappears, action becomes unstable. You start, but you don't follow through. You try, but you don't stay consistent. You move, but only for a moment. Then you fall back. Not because you can't do it, but because you don't expect yourself to. That expectation matters more than you think, because your brain doesn't just respond to intention, it responds to patterns. And your pattern is clear. Start to stop. Try to quit. Plan to delay. Over and over. So now, that's what your brain prepares for. Not success, repetition. Failure isn't shocking to you anymore. It's familiar, and familiar feels safe, even when it's painful. That's why you keep ending up in the same place. Not because you're stuck, but because you're predictable to yourself. You already know what you're going to do tomorrow. Not the version you imagine, the version you've repeated. And that's the one that shows up every time. That's why motivation doesn't last. Because motivation tries to override identity, and identity always wins. Right now, your identity is built on inconsistency. Not intentionally, but repeatedly. You've practiced quitting more than you've practiced finishing. So quitting feels natural. Finishing feels forced. That's the truth. And the more you ignore it, the deeper it sets. Because every new promise you break doesn't just reset you, it weakens you. Not physically, psychologically. It makes the next promise easier to ignore, the next goal easier to delay, the next attempt easier to abandon, until eventually you stop making real promises at all. You keep things vague. I'll try. I'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Because vague promises don't require accountability. And accountability exposes something you're avoiding. That gap between who you say you are and who you actually are. That gap is where the discomfort lives. So you shrink it. Not by improving your actions, by lowering your standards. You expect less from yourself. You demand less from yourself. You tolerate more from yourself. And that creates a dangerous stability. a version of you that's easy to maintain, but impossible to grow. Because growth requires tension, and you've removed it. You've built a system where you can fail quietly, without consequences. No one calls you out, no one forces you to change, no one even notices. So you stay the same, and internally, you know it. You feel it when you think about what you could have been. You feel it when you see someone doing what you avoided. You feel it when time passes and nothing changes. That feeling isn't random. It's awareness. Awareness that something isn't aligned. But awareness alone doesn't fix it. Because the issue isn't knowledge, it's trust. And right now, you don't trust yourself to follow through. So even when you see the truth, you don't act on it. You hesitate. You wait. You tell yourself you'll start later, because starting now would require belief. And belief is something you've been losing for a long time. That's the part no one talks about. How self-doubt isn't created by failure. It's created by repetition. Repeating the same broken pattern until it feels permanent, until it feels like personality. I'm just inconsistent. I'm just not disciplined. I'm just like this. And once you say that enough times, it stops feeling like a problem. It feels like identity. And identity is hard to fight because you don't argue with who you think you are. You act accordingly. So if you believe you're someone who doesn't follow through, you won't. Not consistently, not long enough to change anything. And that keeps the cycle alive. Because every time you act in alignment with that identity, you reinforce it. You make it stronger, more real, more permanent, until one day, you don't even try anymore. Not fully, just enough to feel like you're doing something, but not enough to actually change. That's the middle zone, where effort exists, but results don't. Where intention exists, but action fades. Where you feel like you're moving, but you're actually standing still.